Hey guys, Heather Catlin here with the Lonely Island. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Thrilled.
So you're at the Braves game last night. Loving Atlanta?
Loving Atlanta.
Yeah.
We sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
It was nice. I saw it on Periscope. You did well.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
The girls, you know, fling their things on the side. That was good.
Yeah. We choreographed that.
That was good.
We were definitely
Impressed.
in key. Our voices were in top form.
Spot on singing.
You guys
Yeah.
are actually a lot better than some other people. So.
Like who?
Yeah,
Everyone.
Dish.
Many people.
Power in numbers. We
Yes.
were able to stack our harmonies really nicely.
Yeah, there was a lot of harmonizing going on.
Okay, so you guys are here to talk about Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Yes.
But before we get to that, you guys have known each other for a long time, since high school, right?
Junior high, in
Junior
fact,
high.
And high school, yeah. In Berkeley, California. We grew up there and were buddies. And then after we graduated college, decided to try and work together. And did, and it worked. Now we have
And
a
here we
movie.
are.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's bizarre that that was the plan, and then we executed that plan. And
Not
now we're
many
here.
people really get to follow their passion and really find success and money and, you know, happiness doing it. I mean, that is just such a luxury. What moments have you kind of looked up and been like, oh my God, like we're here.
Yeah.
We did it.
There's
Singing "Take Me
Yeah.
Out to the Ball Game" at a Braves game.
Pretty much. That was, I know that was your highlight.
You can kind of see it on our faces if you check the video.
There are a few big ones, though. Like the first time we got something that we wrote to air on SNL, I remember coming off stage and us meeting in the hallway and being like, we just put something on SNL.
Yeah, as people who had watched SNL since we were kids and really were really watched every episode. We were serious fans.
Yeah.
To then have something be on it was shocking.
And we performed on the Oscars. That was pretty crazy. We did Everything Is Awesome.
the first time that we found out that we were actually making a movie, we made a movie called Hot Rod, and the moment that we knew, it's greenlit, we're doing this, was a big moment for us.
And now this.
And then this, yeah.
And then when we found out we were going on Hot Topics.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for including that. When you guys sit down and you're ready to write, what is that creative process? Do you guys go to a certain place to start brainstorming, or does it, you're in the shower and something pops in your head?
Kind of all of those.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's no one way. Sometimes one of us will have an idea and bring it in, and then we'll work it out together. Sometimes we're trying to think of an idea actively in the room, and we all start pitching things and sort of piggybacking ideas, build them up that way.
Yeah, like whatever joke we're working on always has the influence of the three of us by the end of, when it's been executed.
Yeah, and because you guys have such a deep friendship, obviously working together is definitely another element to it. Do you guys have a system that where if you don't agree, or if there's something that, maybe this is more of a girl thing, but if something is bothering you, do you just say it right then, or do you?
It's democracy. It's the majority rules, basically. And so if the one person who doesn't really understand what the other two guys are going for, that person usually leaves the room and then lets the other guys hash it out, comes back in and asks whatever question is irking them, and then we kind of fix whatever it is.
Yeah, you don't want to slow the other two down, but it changes who it is, where two people will start vibing on an idea and the third will be like, I don't think that'll work. And at a certain point you're just like, get out of here so that they can see it through.
We actually got hired on SNL with the help of Jimmy Fallon, because we wrote for him on the Movie Awards. And to this end, Jimmy Fallon has a saying, which is, never on a volcano, which, if it's hot and it's coming, just get out. And
I like
that's kind
that.
of our
He always
rule.
says that.
Yeah. No. And that resonated for us.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, now let's talk about Popstar. Kind of give me what the movie is about and why you guys decided to make this.
We make comedy songs, obviously. We've made 3 albums worth of them, and we did them all on SNL. D in a Box.
That was
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
That was one.
Big fan.
Wanna
People like that.
mind my language.
Yeah.
Unlike Jimmy Fallon.
No, he was an incredibly rude
that wasn't you
person.
cursing, that was
That was him.
The potty mouth bandit. So we were and we love movies, and we always wanted to make a Lonely Island movie and have there be songs in it. So that was sort of the jump off for it.
We're not on SNL anymore. We want to keep making songs, and it felt like the natural evolution to
Yeah,
do
and
them.
then Akiva had a meeting with Judd Apatow, and he had the same idea to do kind of a pop-umentary, so to speak.
Oh, you are. I
Pop
think you just
documentary.
dropped something.
Oh, what was
Judd
it?
Apatow's name.
Oh.
How was it working with Judd, and what did he bring to your group?
I mean,
He motivated us, certainly. As he's a great producer in a million ways, but one of them is being like, do it, just do it. And you write a bunch, and he's like, now write more. So you end up with a lot more than you normally would, because he's Judd, and you respect him so much that you want to make him happy. But also, and the biggest reason we wanted to work with him is he's really good with story and story structure and the emotional parts of it. We've gotten pretty good at like making fake rap songs about our genitals, but what about story?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that.
We know that we're going to be able to make it crazy, but you know, like we obviously wanted it to be something that you could watch for an entire feature and be engaged in the story. So.
Yeah, and he did help with that a lot.
And how long do you think it took for you guys to put something together until you're really happy about it?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Yes.
2.5
And
years.
here we are.
Yeah.
And so what are you most excited about for the audience to see?
The songs, probably.
Probably
Yeah.
the songs.
Yeah.
It's cool to like watch it in a theater with a big crowd, which we've done a few times now, and have these big musical numbers play out and watch people react to that. It's definitely high energy and feels big, and you know, these big stadium scenes, because the story is about the character on tour, so it feels like one of those movies, but funny.
And obviously you guys take this character to extreme lengths. You know, there's stuff you imagine, like we'll make this character do this. Did you ever put the character into a situation where later it really happened and you guys were like, how did that really happen?
There was a bunch of stuff that we wrote that then happened, and then we took out of the writing because we were
Really?
just like, oh, people are going to think that's a reference to this. Or,
Like
you know,
what?
We had a bit that we wrote that was, he has a pet turtle that he's obsessed with in the movie, and we had a bit that we wrote where he has, he's created like a shoe, a turtle-themed shoe, where the big toe is the head of the turtle that sticks out of your shoe. And then it was like a month later, Macklemore released a salmon-themed Air Max, which was a pink, like, animal-themed shoe.
To be fair, it didn't have like a fish head on the toe.
It didn't.
No.
It didn't. But the fact that it was a
Clearly
salmon-themed
it should have.
shoe.
That would have been dope.
It's pretty crazy.
But
Is it kind of mind-blowing to think like, oh God, like we were thinking of this to be funny and it really happened?
I mean, the world is very funny. That was also part of why we wanted to sort of do comedy set in the pop music and pop culture world, because it is sort of all ridiculous and crazy and fun and cartoony now.
Yeah. Well, make sure to go see Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping, June 3rd. But before we go, I want to do a little quick fire, and we'll just go down. We'll just
Okay.
keep on going.
All right.
Okay?
Oh,
Only,
here we
it's
go.
only
Here we
10,
go.
all right? Warm
Here
up. You
come
guys
the
ready?
butterflies.
All right, Andy. You're first. Ready? Last movie you saw in a theater that's not your own.
Last movie I saw in the theater is not my own, Star Wars.
Okay, Akiva, one food you will not eat.
Cheese.
Gee, Jorma, the last time you cooked yourself dinner.
Oh, 6 months ago.
Andy, favorite place on earth?
Right here.
I like
Topics.
that.
Yeah.
Akiva, if we got matching tattoos, what would they be?
Hot Topics.
Love you. Your least favorite animal?
Oh, rhinos. I panicked.
One thing you totally suck at.
Rapid fire questions.
The best part about your job.
Rapid fire questions.
The worst part about your job.
Oh man. Writer's block.
Oh, that's a good one. All-time favorite music group or person?
All-time favorite music group or person? I mean, if I had, maybe Bob Dylan.
Interesting.
I would have never thought that.
each other.
It can be
after all these years.
Oh,
amazing.
man.
Do you like
Friendship
pina
just
coladas?
grows and unfolds.
Oh, so thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us.
it.
Good to be here.
Thanks.
So fun.